If you're a marketer or a vibe coder, you may have filed Drupal under developer stuff, not my job. But give me a few minutes and just a touch of AI, and I'll change your mind because we're about to add a great new feature to Drupal live right in front of you. And you'll see exactly why I say Drupal makes real work in the real world easy peasy. So let's jump in. What exactly are we building? Well, have you ever seen those countdown timers online that tell you exactly how long before a deadline hits or a promotion ends? They usually say things like 3 days until the sale ends or 12 days to launch. You know what I'm talking about. These things create urgency, and urgency drives action, which is exactly why marketers love them so much. Now, Drupal doesn't come with one of these built in. There are some add-on modules that'll do it, sure, but I want to show you something better. We're going to build exactly the timer we want ourselves in just a few minutes. Now, what you see here is a fresh Drupal install with just the default content. So let's imagine that we have a limited time marketing campaign running, and we'd like to make sure our visitors know about it. A great way to do that would be to put a countdown timer right here in the sidebar where it's easy to see. So how do we build this countdown timer? Well, there are a lot of great tools we could use for this, like V0 or Cursor or Bolt or Replit and many other great AI tools. But what I'll use today is Claude Code because it's really well suited to extending large existing code bases like the Drupal source code. So I'll use Claude Code and you use whatever tool that you love and follow along. Now, before I type a single word into Claude Code, note that there's a project configuration file that's called claude.md. And that contains something like Drupal's house rules, so to speak. This is so that Claude can build things like Drupal really wants rather than just guessing at it. It's an important file, but what's great is that I didn't have to write it because Claude built it for me. And if you'd like to use my version of it, you can feel free to grab a copy of it from the download link in the description. Okay, to get Claude to do the hard work for us, we can tell it something like the prompt you see before you now, which says, I want to add a countdown timer to my Drupal site. Let's call it countdown timer. And I'd like to be able to put it in the sidebar. It should show how many days are left until a campaign date. For now, the campaign date should be set to 30 days from today. Go ahead and place it in the sidebar for me so I can just refresh my Drupal installation and see it when it's working. Now let's let Claude do its thing and let's see what we get. Okay, Claude is done. Let's go ahead and refresh the Drupal instance now. And there it is, live on the page, showing the number of days to launch. It's kind of plain right now, but just think of it. We went from a plain English sentence to a working Drupal feature, and Claude did all the hard work. But again, it's kind of dull, isn't it? One way I think we could make it look much better is if it was a live countdown timer updating with each passing second, so your website visitor gets a real sense of the urgency. So let's do that right now. Again, we'll have Claude do the hard work by using the simple English prompt you see in front of you, which says, make the countdown update live in the browser with JavaScript showing the days, hours, minutes, and seconds remaining, and ticking down second by second without a page reload. Be sure that the appearance is professional and high quality. Make no assumptions. So let's let Claude work its magic right now. Okay, Claude says it's done building the live countdown. Let's see what it looks like. And there it is, counting down with days, hours, minutes, and seconds ticking by. It's exactly what we asked for. Now, there's one more thing that I think would make this far better, and that is to take out the hard coding. Because remember, right now, the component is really only useful if your event happens in 30 days from today. But hard coding is no good, so we don't want to have to call the developer every time this has to be updated. And the great news is that that too can be handled with one final prompt to Claude Code. We're going to enter the prompt you see on your screen, which says make the countdown timer block configurable from its block settings form. Let me set the campaign date and a headline there and store them in the block configuration. Now, while this is running, note that this is the part that would take a while if you were just learning Drupal from scratch. There are specific methods Drupal expects for a configurable block, things like form methods, a submit method, default values, etc. But I don't have to know those, and neither do you, because your AI tool of choice already knows those patterns better than you or I ever will. Okay, so Claude says it's done. Let's go to the back end of our fresh Drupal site and click on Structure, then Block Layout. Then let's find Sidebar, Sidebar, Sidebar. Okay, there it is. And there's our countdown timer. So we click Configure, and there are the new fields the AI added for us, a headline and the campaign date that we can set. So I'll go ahead and set it for a real date that's upcoming that's different than 30 days away. I'll give it a sample headline here, and then let's just save it. And let's go back to the front page of the Drupal install and reload. And there you have it. You see we have a different countdown. It's no longer 30 days, and it was easy to change the campaign date and the headline without any coding, no developer needed, fully configurable by anybody at all. Dare I say, easy peasy. Hey, let's put this all in context. Everybody knows Drupal is wildly powerful digital experience software, but with the advent of today's great AI tools, it's also quick and easy to extend, as you've just seen. But that's just scratching the surface, because in the next edition of this show, we'll do more magic as we use one of the tools of choice for vibe coders these days, none other than Cursor. I'll show you how vibe coders or marketers can use Cursor to transform a marketing campaign brief into a reusable Drupal launch pattern. You'll see how easy Drupal can make it to move faster from idea to digital experience without sacrificing structure, workflow, or enterprise standards. And as you'll see, it's all easy peasy. So be sure to like and follow for more. My name is Bryan Ellis. Thanks for joining me.